Hello, people. How you doing today? There's a couple things I want to discuss. This is going to be my typical daily video, 15, 20 minutes long. The reason I make them shorter like this is because I like the fact that people are watching the whole video. The mistake that content creators are making are doing these long shows, 2 hours long, and who really has time in their life to sit down and watch a 2 hour live stream? It's very difficult. I'm going to start doing maybe 1 or 2 live streams a week. But I like dropping videos like this. It gives me time to really concentrate and put good work into them. What I want to discuss today is yesterday I came out with Gene Borrello and I talked about how he was in court and how he basically took a plea. But it's not an agreed plea yet. So they're telling him what they're going to do for him. Usually they keep their words when they work out deals with the Department of Probation, works out deals with you. So pretty much between now and his court date of January 25th, if he stays behaved, he'll be okay. He'll probably get sentenced to, it looks like 8 months to a year in prison. And he's going to do his sentence. But I reported it yesterday. And, you know, after I reported what happened with Gene, there's other channels here that they're not even channels anymore. They literally sit back and spend an hour to 2 hours making fun of people. That's what they do. And it's really not doing them any good. And I really don't care if they do it because all they're doing is they're destroying their channel. I'm not going to come on here making fun of people. I'm going to try to get stuff, put it up, report on it, and then you guys can either watch it or not. But that's pretty much what I'm going to do. You know, I had another channel yesterday go, oh, CNN, fake news. Well, you know what? It wasn't fake news. Here, I'm going to read it to you. So maybe what you guys need to do is start actually bringing stories out that are accurate and true instead of making fun of people, and get the hell out of this silly battle you're in. You know, we all go through this thing of drama and stuff, but people want to hear stuff like this. And you know, I put up a video yesterday, and dropping a video got 2,000 views. And it's not easy to get in 2,000 views when you just drop a video. It's easy to get it when you do a live show. I've never got under 2,000 when I've done live shows. But try dropping a video. You know, do some work. Okay, so here's what this article. This is by Jerry Capeci. And Jerry Capeci, as you know, has Gangland News. And he followed this up a day after I told you about the story. Let's get into this, and let me find the story. There we go. Okay, so basically, here's what this says. This is about Gene Borrello, and this is Capeci who did the story, and pretty much confirms what I've said yesterday. Okay. It says the ex-Bonanno associate, Gene Borrello, also pleaded guilty to violating release conditions for threatening the husband of his girlfriend on Instagram, a charge that mirrors one he pleaded guilty to in March in a brief proceeding before Brooklyn federal judge Frederick Block on Tuesday. In the sentence guideline, each violation calls for the return of prison 8 to 14 months. Since Borrello was not sentenced on the same day as his guilty plea, as he was in March, there is no agreement about his sentence. Borrello could receive consecutive sentences for each violation. And he could. But the reality is this is where writers try to make things more than what they are. The deal's already worked out. It's going to be a year. So might be less. It's going to be up to the judge. But what's going on right now between sentences and probation and Gene's lawyer, this is what's going on. In theory, the ex-gangster, okay, we read that part. You do not exactly have this is what Judge Block said to Gene Borrello. You do not exactly have the best track record in the history of the world since you were a little baby. You are at high risk for maybe spending a considerable amount of rest of your remaining years in jail if you do not really shape up and get control over your anger problems and your criminal behavior. Block said, and he said this in March. You have a bad track record, the judge continued. So this is really maybe the last warning, our last break you are going to get, short of putting you in jail for a long, long time. Do you understand? I mean, I am just trying to tell you this for your own best interest because this is very serious stuff. General Block is Judge Block is considered is generally regarded as a compassionate, lenient judge when it comes to imposing sentence. During the proceeding on Tuesday, according to several sources, the judge and the defendant found some common ground to talk about, which what one source said was precipitated by Block, who asked Borrello how his book was doing. The Life and Times of Gene Borrello, written by author Lou Romano, is not part of the special conditions of supervision that the government worked out with defense attorney Nancy Ellis last time. So basically, he could write the book. There was a lot of stuff out there that he was breaking the rules of his probation, but as you see here, he did not. The Life and Times of Gene Borrello, Block was penned, the judge penned 3 books himself, including Disrobed in 2012, about numerous trials he has held since 1994. Block told Gene Borrello, said one source, that he should read literary writers like Shakespeare and tell his viewers about him, though obviously until he completes whatever sentence and post-prison supervised release term he gets. Borrello is 36, is scheduled to face the music for his 2 violations in January. Okay, this comes from Jerry Capeci's site. So he has a lot of great articles like this. You really should check Jerry Capeci out because he's one of the best at this, writing stuff about real crime, true gangster stuff. He's like one of the legends in it. So go to Gangland, sign up. I'm a member of Gangland, and I enjoy reading his articles. If you need information, there's so much information in his stuff. And that's what I really like about it. Okay, let me take this down. And another thing I want to talk about. Yesterday morning, about 7 a.m., I got a call. I didn't answer it. It was from Tony Pizza. And then I called him back and I asked him what was up. And he said to me that he was taken down. So he left me a message the first time, and then when I talked to him. And then a couple hours later, lo and behold, he's back on. Now, either Tony doesn't, just mistaken himself being taken down. Who knows why he called me to tell me he was taken down. But you learn lessons when you're doing this. And, I went over to his channel and I opened it up, and there were 3 old videos on there and everything else was down. So Tony's taking his stuff down, and which really doesn't make any sense when you start taking down your stuff, because you're taking everything away from your channel. Our goal come here to build our channels is our libraries. Our libraries are more important than anything. I can go 2 days without putting up a video and I'll still get 1,000, 2,000 views because people come in and look at my library. So when you don't have a library, none of it makes sense. I really don't know what to say, except the fact that if someone gives you information about their own channel, you would figure that it was accurate information. And unfortunately, it wasn't accurate information. So I had to look at things differently when this person gives me information from now on. And that's pretty much it. There's another thing I want to discuss. Did Tony Pizza versus another channel? It's a mob tube war going on between these two channels. And this little video by LHS Views, another good channel. There's some good little channels like David Brock that put out really interesting stuff. And I used to think that way about John Wolfe, but lately his stuff is like doesn't go along the way I think, and I'm not finding it interesting anymore, even though he's a pretty clever guy. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or what, but that's John. Well, anyway, I want to play this video for you, and it's basically called Tony Pizza versus this other channel, who I told you I'm not going to mention this dude's name no more because it's going from being a channel to a comedy show. So let me start this and let them talk about it, and you guys can take from it whatever you want, but it's just really interesting stuff, and I just got to find it right now and put it up. Give me a second. Okay, let's see. Share screen. Okay. Here we go, people. I'm going to play this, and I think it very accurately describes what's going on here with this mob war stuff. You know, people could say that I'm full of drama and stuff, but this stuff is going so far over the... Oh, it's just gotten so ugly. You know, when you spend hours making fun of people, it's like you're literally destructing. You literally have no right to call yourself any type of show. You know, and this is it. Tony doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care which way he takes another channel. If Tony attacks you, the best thing to do is not fight back because it's unwinnable. What are you going to do? Humiliate him and everything? The man's homeless. How can you possibly go after him? He does not care. He doesn't care about anything. Tony's Tony. So when there's certain things you don't pick battles with or you walk away from. And this, I'm going to play this right now, and this gentleman, so you guys can listen. It's 2 minutes and 38 seconds long.
Okay. Tony Pizza versus Fat Bold Sicilian. Who won? Now, the person who I think won something, he gained something. This man was homeless on the streets. Literally. He got into this YouTube beef with FBS. And keep in mind, FBS, he destroyed him. He told him about himself in so many ways, to the point where you can't even look at Tony Pizza as a man. But Tony Pizza went from being homeless to now getting all these donations, being inside these nice hotels. Tony Pizza gained a lot more than he can even admit this himself. He basically built Tony Pizza's channel. All Tony Pizza has to do is slam the FBS, and he'll get the donations and he'll get everything. He'll get everything. He gets on his live, he says, oh, you can ask this guy. I'm never high, I'm never drunk. Really? I mean, really, bro? Like, are you kidding me? This dude, he's a Trump-supporting homeless who can get on this YouTube and be somebody. In the real life, this guy has no grind and he's living on the streets. But on this YouTube, Oh, he's the man on YouTube. This is real funny, man. Tony Pizza and FBS. These guys, I don't listen to Tony Pizza, me personally. I sometimes watch FBS because why? You know, he doesn't really lie too much. He doesn't really contradict himself too much. Tony Pizza, this dude is contradicting himself every damn second. And the fact is, he's 55. While he's in his 50s, he's too damn old to be doing this shit. This fucking bum. All right? Now, I don't support Tony Pizza at all. I might support FBS a little bit. But who won the war? Well, that's easy. The man that gained the most. And the man that gained the most was Tony Pizza.
You know, that is an excellent video because, yes, this other podcaster has really ripped into him and kicked his butt and, you know, with words. The reality is Tony doesn't care, and Tony's walking away receiving money every day. That's it. So who's gained? The other channel is not gaining anything. They're having trouble jumping over a certain number of subscribers. I mean, they get over it and they fall back away from it. So that's obvious. And this ain't people doing it on purpose. This is people just aggravated. Just aggravated with the whole thing. So this other channel despises me, but I like to say one thing. A month ago, you had a hell of a show. This guy has taken you down a path, and you followed him right down the path. And this other channel and I used to go at it, and then we would rest and relax. You know, leave each other alone a little bit. And then some bullshit would come up, and it would happen. The fact of the matter is, Tony's not going to stop. He's like a bulldog holding onto a bone, and you're that bone right now. So every time you get on here and you talk and attack and you think you're winning and you're laughing and all your little buddies over there, all your little fanboys, they're laughing too. But they don't give a shit about your show. They don't give a shit that you're destroying your show and no one's going to come on and interview with you when they see what your library looks like or the reputation you're getting. They're not. I may have made that mistake without my show, without a doubt, but here's the difference. This ain't my life. I'm not on live every day. I'm not, you know, I drop videos. That's what I do. And I do some live shows in between. That's what I do. See, live shows, when you start doing 2 of them a day, what you do is you saturate yourself. You're putting yourself out there for 4 hours a day. So you're becoming oversaturated. Now, if you watch someone like Jimmy Calandra, he'll do 1 live a week and he'll put stuff out there. He drops videos. That's the key to a successful channel. But when you're doing lives every day continuously, you start saying shit. You start attacking people. It's like a natural thing. If I did lives every day, that's what I would do, because then I would start, you know, you have your people in your chat room putting stuff up and you're agreeing with them and they're literally dragging you into another battle. And this is what's happening right now. So it's up to you. This is just some advice. This whole thing is not going well. You know, you can convince yourself up here it's going well. It is not going well at all. It's becoming like, just because you have a certain group of people like you, there's a majority of people that don't like you. And yes, that goes for me too. I'm not too sensitive about it though. And I don't pretend that all these people like me. There's a certain group of people like me. Then there's a lot of people that don't like me. That's just the way it goes, people. And that is my show for today. 20 minutes. I'm going to drop the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, yesterday I reported on the Gene Borrello thing, and it doesn't matter how I got the information. I got the information. That's what it comes down to. And everybody take care. I enjoyed you watching my video. Please subscribe if you haven't. You know, my subscriptions are going up every day, you know, slowly, not fast. I'm over the 2,500 mark now. I'm very proud of myself. I never thought I'd be at 2,500. You know, if I get 2,500 to 4,000, I call that a huge accomplishment in my life because I never expected it, people. And if you have subs, I really appreciate it. And it's like I said, Jerry Capeci article, please go join his thing if you haven't. Guy's the best at what he does. Another person I like to give a shout out to, without a doubt, would be Mob Talk Radio. Another guy like Jerry Capeci. They've been around for a while and they put out good shit. And that's it, people. Have a nice one.